Hi, my name is Bárbara Oliveira de Loreto. I'm from São Paulo, a city in southeast Brazil. I'm a bachelor in biology and I'm specialized in environmental management, and currently I'm a permanent resident here in Australia. I first came to Australia in 2009. I came for an English course. I stayed 6 months and I went back to Brazil. And then I only came back again to Australia in 2015. The first time I chose Australia because there was a symposium here in my area of study, and I was going to come anyway, and I thought, well, maybe I should stay for 6 months and learn a little bit of English, and that's what I've done. The second time, I wanted to come to stay, so then I planned a little bit, and I was together with my husband then, and we chose Australia because I knew the country a little bit. I knew the culture and I enjoyed that when I was here in 2009. And also because in terms of weather, it's similar to Brazil, because English is not such a hard language compared to other countries, and we wanted to have an experience, a professional experience outside Brazil. Really enjoy living here. We are really enjoying our time with this experience, and living overseas and having a professional experience overseas. It's really interesting, and we are extremely happy with the help that we received from Bravo Migration. We recommend them to everyone, all of our friends. We have a couple of friends that also use their services. They are all really happy, and that's the reason why I'm completely comfortable and confident to recommend their services to anyone. So since I went back to Brazil in 2009, I always wanted to come back to Australia and have a professional experience here. It took me around 5 years to organize myself and decide how to do that, and I arrived back in Australia in 2015 as a permanent resident. It took me around 6 months to get my first job in the area. My first job was as a fauna spotter, and then was a position available in the state government in the Department of Environment and Heritage Protection. It was an entry-level position. In terms of experience, I had much more experience than the position required, but I thought it was my way to break into the industry properly. So I applied for the position. It was a temporary position for 3 months. I got the position, and then after 3 months, they extended my contract for more couple of months, and then after that, after around 6 months, I guess, a permanent position was opened in the area that I was working. As a permanent resident here in Australia, I could apply for a permanent job in the government. I went through the whole process and I got the position as a policy officer. That's my job currently. I work with environmental issues in relation to public policy, environmental legislation, basically, here in the state of Queensland. I live in Brisbane currently. I found out about Bravo Migration while I was in Brazil, so I was researching on ways to go back to Australia, and I was talking to an agent about master's opportunities in Australia, and I had a couple of questions in relation to how the migration process worked, and then he said, well, I know a company that does exactly that, and he recommended me Bravo Migration, and I was really comfortable. I didn't research on any other companies at that time. I was very confident to contact Bravo Migration, and I decided to then use their services because it took me so long to research things by myself, and I was feeling that I was kind of delaying the process because of that. And I felt that if I had someone to help me out and give me the right information, I would feel very confident to move forward. I would know exactly what to do, and that would maybe make the process more efficient, and that was exactly what happened. So since the beginning, they shown me a lot of knowledge, demonstrated to me many other cases where they had situations like mine. Some of their agents spoke my language, which really helped they had experience with other Brazilian migrants, and it really helped to, when I was looking for documents, they know exactly where I had to look for them and what I needed to do. So the process was really smooth the whole time. And Bravo Migration was always by our side. They assigned a person to be in charge of our process. So any issues, any questions that we had, we could contact this person directly through the phone if we wanted to. However, we were in Brazil, so it was much easier to write emails, and she usually responded very quickly. Even when we questioned her 10 times about the same issue, she was very patient. We were very anxious, so sometimes when you're anxious, you can't really help. And you do question many things that you wouldn't if you weren't feeling that anxious, but we really wanted the process to succeed, so we wanted to do everything in the best way we could, and Bravo was really helpful through the process. They gave us the best tips and all the information that we needed, and even when we had issues finding documents, they provided us with alternatives. They really seemed to know what they were doing, and that made us feel really, really confident and comfortable throughout the whole process. The whole process, I guess, it took around 2 years, because we also had to do the IELTS test and translate all our documents. And Bravo was really transparent throughout all the stages, and they celebrated with us all the small wins. They made us really aware of what each stage of the process meant. So we knew exactly where in time frames we were. And they made us aware when they couldn't do anything and we were just waiting for a response from the immigration department. And it's hard to explain exactly what I felt and what we felt, my husband and I, when we received the response from Bravo saying that we were approved. It was early in the morning in Brazil, because we received probably the answer through the night, and because of the time zones, I woke up really early. I was working, and I saw my email, and I just saw the email from Bravo Migration, and the first phrase was something like, "Congratulations." I didn't even read the rest of the email. I ran to the bedroom and jumped into my husband's bed and woke him up. And he's just like, have we made it? And I said, yes. So it was really an emotional, I guess, moment, just because it was something that we were working so hard to get, and we finally made it.